Hey, what's up, y'all, man? Welcome to Healing Minds. Just want to formally introduce myself. My name is Julius. So thank you for pressing that subscribe button, shared, however you came across this video. I just want to say thank you so much, man. I really feel excited today for some reason. And I think it's because what I'm going to be talking about today, guys. We're going to be talking about dreams. Oh my gosh. I feel like most people dream, and then some people always are expressing that they don't dream. And I feel like when you're sleeping, what happens is like you go into that deep rest, right? And then over time, when you wake up, that dream is like gone. You don't even remember what's going on. You don't remember what you dreamed about. And you know why, guys? It's because when you wake up, man, your flesh is already at war. It's already at war. You are being awakened from a spiritual realm, guys, right? And so I just want to say thank you for, just being open to the thumbnail, being open to, this face, just being open to what is being placed in your actual line of sight right now. That means so much to me, guys. That means so much. And I really want to return the favor by being obedient and speaking about what God has put in my heart. He downloaded to me, guys, and he said that you had a dream, right? And it's funny how you think about it, because Martin Luther King said the same thing, right? I have a dream. We think about Martin Luther King and we just think about how, monumental he was, how much of a legacy he had. And we also think about that one speech that he had. It all starts from the dream world, right? It all starts from a place where you are not awake, and then God gets a latch. He gets attached to you, right? And so how he does that is that when you're awake, most of the time you are roaming this earth looking for something to get into. I'm gonna be honest with you, man. And then when you lay down, that's when your body and your spirit is at the most vulnerable state, right? Because you have no control. You are trusting the fact that when you lay down, you're gonna wake up again. Oh my gosh. You hear that airplane? That means that we're gonna be taking off, guys. We're taking off. I'm taking that as confirmation. We are taking off on this channel. I'm gonna grow. You're gonna grow. We are all gonna grow as a collective, people, right? But we gotta change here. We gotta change our minds first, y'all. We gotta win this war. We gotta win this battle. You get what I'm saying? So anyways, get back to, the topic at hand. You had a dream. And you had a dream to where God spoke something to you. He spoke something to you that is gonna come true, right? And before I touch on that, I wanna talk about dreams and nightmares, right? So dreams are God's way of giving us confirmation. He communicates with us that way because it's the one place that we can actually be at a calm state, right? We're not wrestling with ourselves. We're not wrestling with, principalities in the darkness of this world. We are not doing any of those things when we're in a deep state sleep, right? Now, nightmares. Let's talk about nightmares, guys. Nightmares are not what you think they are. Nightmares are literally the thing that God uses so he can create an alert for you, right? Imagine this. If you were a child walking down the street and you as a child have a mother or a father, what are you gonna do, right? You're gonna get close to them, right? And when you get close enough to them, your mother and your father are gonna make sure you don't go into the street, right? And that could be scary, right? You being a child, that can be scary as heck. You get what I'm saying? So when you are walking down the street, your mom, your dad, they bring you in closer. One thing that I've experienced when I was being brought up as a child is that my mom or my dad would always make me, step away from the street, and they would walk on the side that the street was actually being presented, right? Because they wanted to protect me. They wanted to protect me, guys. If I just so happen to not listen and walk on the opposite side of them, then it would have been a nightmare. I would have had cars flying by me, right? I would have potentially been hit by somebody. I would have experienced something that really made me feel uncomfortable. So that is what a nightmare is, guys. It's God's way of really focusing on getting your attention, because he's not getting your attention when you're awake, right? So when you are asleep, you are getting little drops and hints and seeds of what's to come, right? And if you're not paying attention to those things, then he might present a nightmare, right? No nightmare has ever made me feel like I couldn't move on with life. So if they are truly nightmares, then why do I still feel like I can get up and continue to fight forward? You get what I'm saying? So I want y'all to really focus on that. When y'all go to sleep tonight, just try to get into that state of mind where you're like, okay, I want to listen to anything and everything you have to say. I want to be open to whatever you have prepared for me. You get what I'm saying? Because that puts you right into the spiritual realm. When you go to sleep, that means that you are with him in alignment. And you ask why? Why? How? Because your spirit never sleeps. Us as humans come to this earth and we experience this world that has put us in a parameter, right? Puts us on how can I say this? It puts us in boundaries, right? Because time is man-made. Time will always make you feel tired. Time will always make you feel like you're late. God's never late, right? God never puts you in a position where you feel like you're not moving at the right time or in the right speed or in the right pace. God doesn't do that. You get what I'm saying? So I just want to let you know that when you have this dream, or if you've had this dream, it's his way of trying to talk to you. Please open up yourself to his message. That is a privilege, guys. To be able to be a dreamer, that is big. If you learn how to dream, and then you also learn how to dream while you are awake, oh my gosh, that means it's endless. That means he's pouring out blessings today, tomorrow, and forever. You get what I'm saying? So I just wanted to let y'all know, man, that when God is presenting you with a dream, wake up, pay attention to it. Pay attention to it so much that you ask, what does that mean? Can you please give me confirmation? Can you give me understanding on exactly what you are trying to talk to me about, what you are trying to teach me, right? That is the most greatest thing that I've ever experienced. The people that wake up and then they say that they don't dream, I can only imagine how they feel walking amongst this earth. If you are a human being that don't dream, how can you be a human being that will create a legacy? Right? I haven't met too many people that don't dream. I'm sure there are some people out there that don't dream and have done big things in this world. But for me, being a child of God, I have to make sure that when I dream, that I'm coherent spiritually. You get what I'm saying? I feel like everyone that is watching this video, you have the ability to dream. You have the ability to communicate with God as you dream, right? Most people say that, oh, I know how to control my dreams. You know why? Because you are dwelling within the spiritual realm. It said everything in heaven shall be as it is on earth as well. You get what I'm saying? So that means that when you are tapping into the spiritual realm and you are asleep, gone, no recollection of how you're breathing, how you're talking. I talk in my sleep. Oh my gosh. I'm telling you guys, I probably say the most prophetic things in my sleep. I probably say so many things, man. But I just want you guys to know that as you dream, know that your communication with him is getting stronger. It's not weakening, right? If you have a nightmare, ask him about that. Why? What was that about? It might be a warning. You get what I'm saying? So if you are open enough to realize that God is sending me a warning, you can be set up to how to, you could stiff arm stuff. You could bypass, you could do whatever you want to, right? Because God is coming to you and he's speaking with you, right? I just want to let y'all know, man, when you are a person that operates in the dreamland, you are a person that completely is tied into God. You are representing for him. He is asking for you to tell the world, right? There's so many characters that have dreamed in the Bible and that have prophesied about their dream, that have spoken about it, because that's where he can be glorified at. He can be glorified through the explanation, right? The expression of your dream. And when you show who he is, when you show who God is, that means he fit to do some things for you. He fit to do so many things for you guys. So just be open to the dreams. Be open to what it is that he's talking to you about. This dream that you've had here in the last week, you've had a dream and you had some questions. And this video is the answer to your question. You get what I'm saying? You were looking for reasons on what it means and why did you give me this dream? He gave you the dream because he wants to have a conversation with you. Let's go, guys. Let's turn this channel into something great. Again, another airplane as confirmation. We are about to take off. Please drop in the comment. Please drop. I'm a dreamer. I'm a believer. I'm an achiever. I'm a go-getter. And most importantly, please like, subscribe, share. I want to grow with you. Hopefully you want to grow with me. On that note, I'm out.